All
not
right,
coming,
and
so
we are ready now. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll start. Do you feel that women can break through the glass ceiling and get whatever they want nowadays? Do you feel the times have changed enough that women can be treated equally as men in the anything,
Start with you.
any aspect?
Yes, and I've been doing so for many years.
How so?
By doing whatever I want and getting whatever I want. And if anyone gets in my way, then screw them.
Okay.
Yes, I have definitely gotten whatever I want. I have everything I need, and I'm very happy because I'm driven, and I'm not going to stop.
How
until
did
I
you
do.
go about getting what you want?
I was willing.
That can go for you as well.
I was willing to do what was necessary to get my revenge.
Can you elaborate?
I had to go through many years before I finally got my revenge, and I failed many times because people prevented me.
But you finally
But
got your
I
revenge.
finally got my revenge, and that included killing my father, but it was necessary.
Back to you.
Manipulation mainly, conning, lying, stealing, cheating, ruining marriages, just all of that.
And you're proud of that?
Why wouldn't I be?
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, I am a sheriff of a town, so that's pretty equal with men, I think. I think it kind of,
Small town or big town?
it's a pretty small town.
So there's no sexism, they don't,
I don't think so.
Okay, because you're packing, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
No go. Okay.
Do you like yourself? Like when you look in the mirror, are you happy with what you see?
Inside and out.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, not as much as I should.
Why?
There have just been a lot of things that have happened.
Have you been abandoned?
I have, actually. Yeah, I've had a really hard life, and
Yeah. There you go.
I think I have some guilt going on.
From what?
I had a baby,
Okay.
and I gave him up for adoption, and
Why?
because the time in my life, I don't think I could have taken care of him very well. And eventually, later, he actually came back to me, and he is such a great kid, and I don't know, I feel like maybe I made the wrong decision.
So that guilt from not abandoning him, but giving him a better chance, is that what still eats at you now?
Yeah, because there's so many variables that I don't know, I feel like I could have done a better job than I did.
I would like to say yes. I am happy with myself, although there are moments when I doubt my son's love for me, and that doesn't make me happy.
Have you ever doubted your own abilities?
I don't like to admit it, but there have been moments.
Can you
But
give an example
I-
of one? That made you question if I can go through with this, if I can keep going.
Just the number of times that I failed in my revenge. There were times when I thought it wasn't possible, but then I was determined to keep going, and it worked out in the end.
Well, first off, have you seen me? That should answer your question. Because obviously I love myself. There's no place not to love. Fucking gorgeous. I can get any man I want. I can get as much money as I want by doing the first thing.
We said inside and out, not just out.
Well, I mean, if you gotta get like a real small camera to see inside, but I'm pretty sure it's great too.
What's with the attitude?
Straight.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I bothering you?
No, I'm just sensing some hostility. Is there like a background to why?
I mean, I got shit to do, man.
Personally, I believe that there's all this attitude and taking my speech literally because you don't really like yourself and you don't like what you do, but you're gonna hide behind the facade of I get whatever I want, I'm gorgeous, I'm this, because while you are beautiful yourself, what's truly inside your motives are ugly, so to say.
Well, you can go ahead and think that. That's
Okay.
cool.
So, describe yourself in 2 words.
Not pertaining to beauty.
Well, just 2 words. And why those 2 words?
Let's go with hot and manipulative.
Why are you manipulative? Can't speak.
Well, first off, who's the one running this meeting here? That's the real
That'd be
manipulation
me.
right there. I'm the one answering the questions. I'm the one taking all the time. So, you know. But yeah, manipulative because I do what I want. If people get hurt, who gives a fuck?
For myself, I think I would have to say driven and unstoppable. Like I said, it took me years to get my revenge, and I killed my father to do it. But I was willing to go there and
What drove you to do that?
get my
To-
Kill your
revenge.
father.
To kill your father.
To get revenge.
Against him or
Again,
to get
no,
the power
I loved my father, but it was necessary to kill him to complete my revenge.
What's your relationship like with your mother?
It is not the best.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, she was very,
Driven.
yes, she was driven. And she wanted her own plans for me and didn't want what I wanted. And we had a lot of conflict.
Would you say you're similar to your mother?
I don't like to think that, but I suppose if I looked hard at myself and was honest, I am similar to her.
Are you proud of that?
I'm not proud to be like my mother. I don't want my mother to be like me, but I am proud of who I am.
I would say independent and strong. I've been pretty much on my own for like my entire life, and so I've kind of built up like I'm callous. I don't know what the right word is, but I have like a wall that's like pretty strong, and I think my loved ones are trying to break that down.
So you've been reunited with your family.
I have, yeah.
How was that experience like?
Confusing, actually.
How so?
Well, I mean, first of all, my mother is my same age, which is
That'd
a
be
little
confusing.
confusing.
Yeah.
And my father. I didn't know them as my parents at first.
Okay.
Then they're like, honey, where are your parents? So that is a little bit confusing.
Is that the only part that's confusing?
I mean,
So what's your relationship with them like now?
it's still a little bit complicated. Because there's kind of a whole cycle. I mean, they kind of had to let me through a different portal for me to have a better life.
Okay.
And then that's
Kind of like what you did for your son.
what I did, yeah, for my son. And then now we're all back together, and they want to go back there. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Last question. Could you survive being in jail for 20 years?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's not gonna happen because no one's gonna fucking catch me, but yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Other
You
than-
know what goes down in women's prisons?
Other than
I'm
that.
gonna make it.
Other than that. Other than that.
I'm just saying.
As in, what are you besides sex and manipulation?
Is there anything else that really matters?
So basically, you just use it to survive no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't need to survive in jail for 20 years. I am too powerful to be in jail. No one would dare put me there.
If someone was more powerful than you and said, I'm going to lock you in some tower or something, but you had a choice between killing your son and not being locked in the tower, what would you do?
I would never have let it come to that.
Do you fear losing your power?
Or losing your son more?
Yeah, which one's more? It's a hard question.
For the character, it is too.
Yeah.
Let's just say family or your power.
Well, it depends on the family member. I killed my father for power.
And it sounds like you could kill your mother too.
Oh, easily. I would rather kill her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like
What about your son?
My son is now the reason for my power. I would do anything for him. He's everything I have now.
He's my son.
Oh. So you guys related?
No. No.
So I remember you saying that you put your son up for adoption, right? So I'm guessing she was the one.
Who adopted?
There we
Yeah.
go.
So we have that whole thing going on.
He's my son. Not
So
hers.
you've met
She
the
abandoned
you've
him.
met the birth mother.
Obvious.
Oh yes.
How is that relationship now? Because obviously she's still in his life.
It's a strained relationship. I'm the mayor, and she's the sheriff. We don't always get along.
As sheriff, could you survive 20 years in jail?
I would be in there for like 5 minutes and then I'd break out. I'm pretty crafty.
But you did spend a lot of years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another reason why I'm a better
Yeah,
mother.
so.
Okay. Thank you very much.